Adversity, a 9-letter word that means a state of difficulty or misfortune, something Buffalo and the Bills know a lot about. It all started January 27th, 1991, when the Buffalo Bills kicker Scott Norwood lined up to hit a 47-yard game-winning field goal attempt to give the Bills its first ever Super Bowl win.
The quiet man of this football team, Scott Norwood. He can fire the shot heard round the world now. Here we go with 8 seconds to play. High drama here in the Super Bowl.
And missed, wide right, resulting in a Super Bowl loss for the Bills.
Snap, spot, in the air, it's got the distance, it is. No good! The Giants win their second.
Then on January 26, 1992, the Bills had a shot at redemption in Super Bowl 26, taking on the Washington Redskins. The Redskins jumped out to a 17-0 lead at halftime, sacking quarterback Jim Kelly 4 times and intercepting him 4 times as well.
Seconds into the third quarter, Jim Kelly and the Bills were ambushed by the brains of the Redskins coaches and the brawn of their players. The interception led to another Redskins touchdown. Washington was comfortably ahead, and Mark Rippon was about to showcase his signature talent on football's biggest stage.
Kelly and the Bills couldn't regain the lead, falling short to the Redskins 37-24. Jumping back to 1991, the Bills blew out the Oakland Raiders in the AFC Championship game with a score of 51-3. But the Bills got a taste of their own medicine on January 31st, 1993, in Super Bowl 27. Jim Kelly left the game with an injury, giving Buffalo Bills quarterback Frank Reich a time to shine again.
Defense forced a Super Bowl record, 9 turnovers.
I don't think we ever thought in our wildest dreams that we would get that many turnovers. We were fortunate enough to recover them, score, and keep scoring.
The Cowboys added insult to injury, blowing out Buffalo 52-17, handing the Bills its 3rd Super Bowl loss. The Bills got a rematch with the Dallas Cowboys January 30th, 1994, Super Bowl 28, and the same outcome occurred. The Bills utilized their ground attack, feeding Bills running back Thurman Thomas the rock. And late in the third quarter, Thomas was stripped of the ball, and Dallas returned the fumble for a touchdown and expanded on the lead throughout the game, beating the Bills again 30-13, giving the 90s Bills a nickname, the Miserables. Fast forward to the present, the Bills still had to overcome large amounts of adversity, such as finding a quarterback of the future for the Bills. There were 16 guys who all could have been the face of the Bills organization, but the only guy who seems to fit the role the best was selected 7th overall in the 2018 NFL Draft, named Josh Allen.
Roger Goodell, the commissioner, at the podium. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have traded the 7th pick to the Buffalo Bills. With the 7th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Josh Allen, quarterback, Wyoming.
Well, maybe a little longer wait than Josh Allen expected, but the man who once had to send out 1,000 emails to head coaches, offensive coordinators, and quarterback coaches just to say, take a look at my tape, got 2 offers, one from Wyoming. He went to everybody, Nick Saban, you name it. They all said no. Now, in the 7th overall pick in the draft.
Just like Kelly, Allen had to overcome adversity as well. On November 15, 2020, after Josh Allen completed a touchdown pass to wide receiver Stephon Diggs to seal the win for Buffalo, Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray had an unexpected response to the Bills' late score in the 4th quarter.
11 seconds to play. A convergence of otherworldly forces may have been at work to produce the wildest turning point in the 2020 season. We're not talking about the earthly forces like Kyler Murray picking football over baseball or Bill O'Brien trading DeAndre Hopkins. Ridiculous. We're talking about the really weird stuff. You know, the gatekeeper and the keymaster and the coming of Gozer.
Some may call it skill or luck. As Bills fans call it, a never-ending run of agony. Another agonizing moment was the 2021 AFC Divisional Round playoff game at Arrowhead Stadium. In the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, in regulation, the game had 4 lead changes.
4th down and 13 yards from the Kansas City 27. It's the 17th play of this drive. Shotgun snap. Josh looks, pumps once, fires a strike into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Buffalo! Oh my God.
Bills wide receiver Gabriel Davis caught what should have been the game-winning touchdown and set the playoff record with 4 touchdown receptions. But MVP Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes did exactly what Coach Reid told him to do. When things look grim, be the Grim Reaper.
Fires to the back of the end zone, and it is caught. Stephon Diggs. The Bills convert the 2-point conversion drive. They lead it by 3 with 1:54 to go. Down 29-26. Chiefs need a field goal to tie, a touchdown to win. Mahomes over the middle. Got time to kill it to 45. Angling right 40, 35, Gina, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Kansas City! I'm big boy. I'm a big boy. Let's go! And he's waving to the Bills guys as he's running away from them. With 17 seconds to go in the game, the Chiefs leading 33-29. Josh takes a shotgun snap, looks, steps up, has time, fires to the end zone, caught, touchdown, touchdown, Buffalo! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Gabe Davis, 4 touchdowns on the game.
4 touchdowns to send us to the AFC Championship. Let's go!
8 seconds to go.
Hey. They're playing like that seam is open.
So Patrick Mahomes led the Chiefs and a 44-yard drive, which set up a 44-yard field goal attempt for Chiefs kicker Harrison Buckner to tie the game and go to overtime.
Harrison Butker to overtime. The kick is good! It's going to overtime!
Everything seemed to be going against the Bills, even with the flip of a coin was going against Buffalo. The Chiefs scored a touchdown to secure a win and eliminating the Bills from Super Bowl contention.
Pump faking, right side, he wants on a comeback. It is caught by Kelsey! Touchdown! Kansas City! The Buffalo season is over. And the Chiefs have won this incredible divisional playoff game in overtime!
Next season, the Bills were even hungrier to make it to the Super Bowl. That was until something very tragic happened on January 2nd, 2023.
Defensive backs than any team in football 95% of the time. So you're essentially a weak side linebacker in the run game as well.
Here's Higgins wide open to midfield and lowers the shoulder for 13.
This is where Joe Burrow is so good.
And now another Bills player is down.
Can't tell exactly who that is.
Maybe Hamlin. Jordan Poyer was able to go tonight. He was iffy. Their only Pro Bowler on this very good defense. Hamlin's taken the place for the injured Micah Hyde.
Welcome back to Cincinnati, where medical personnel have been working on Bills safety Damar Hamlin for the last 9 minutes. Hamlin made a hit. He got up, took a couple of steps, and then just fell to the ground. We don't know, of course, the extent of his injuries, but the entire Bills team is out on the field right now. Several players are down on their knees. Other players are holding hands, praying. You can just see the worried looks on their faces.
Fortunately, Bills safety Damar Hamlin is okay and is clear to play football again. Unfortunately, the Bills got a rematch against the Cincinnati Bengals at home and lost 27-10. It seems the Bills can't break the curse and win one for this city. Off the field, on May 14th, 2022, a horrific event took place.
A day of remembrance for the 10 lives taken 6 months ago today. Mayor Brown has ordered city flags to fly at half-staff, and Buffalonians are urged to wear orange today to honor the victims and to pause for a moment of reflection at 2:30 this afternoon. In a statement, the mayor said, "Today I am thinking about the precious members of the Buffalo community whose lives were cut short 6 months ago." He continued, "Coming together on the 6-month anniversary of this horrific shooting will be difficult, particularly with the holiday season upon us, but it's important to continue to show the world that in Buffalo we find strength and peace when we stand united and support one another through acts of love and kindness."
Nevertheless, the Bills in Buffalo have their fair share with adversity and have always battled through it, and that's what makes Buffalo special. Speaking of special, I got the opportunity to speak with Bills tight end Dawson Knox and Buffalo Bills left tackle Deion Dawkins about what their thoughts on the Bills, the upcoming season, Buffalo's adversity, and so much more. Let's send it to Dawson Knox.
Every team has to deal with, but we've definitely had our fair share, especially last year with the DeMar situation. Thankfully, he's 100% healthy now, and everyone's been loving on him, praying for him, and he's been doing great. He's been back in the workouts, but having to deal with something like that mid-season is something extra to overcome besides just the week-to-week grind of the season. It was something that we really had to come together and kind of work on as a team. It definitely brings the team closer, especially when we got a good team like ours. Man, we're super excited to get those new guys on board every year. Rookies come in ready to prove what they got, and it looks like we got some really good ones. So all across the board, especially Dalton, super excited to have him in my room with me. He's definitely a weapon that we're going to be able to use a lot. So we're going to start OTAs here soon, so it's going to be fun to see what they got on the field. You know, we got nothing but the highest expectations for this team. We know we have all the right pieces. We got talent across the board. Our coaches are incredible. Best coordinators in the league, and we've been doing the same system on offense at least for the last few years. So, you know, the Super Bowl is where we want to end up at the end of the season.
I think the community of Buffalo is like they try their best to be as family oriented as they can. Like I think that everybody does a good part of gravitating towards the Bills, and because they do, the Bills gravitate towards them, and the community, it's like a big family thing. Like, and like there's so many different like moving parts, but they all seem to come together like when it's time to hurrah.
Kick your heels up and throw your hands up and throw your head back and come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah.